Hello everyone and good afternoon. Welcome to Northwest Arkansas, where I have a ARBA registered rabbitry. I raise New Zealand's in black, blue, and broken, and I also have silver fox in black and blue. As most of you know, if you watch my videos, I name my New Zealand's after the small towns of Arkansas, the unique names of towns here in Arkansas. And recently I saw a t-shirt, someone tagged me because they knew my names, and I found this shirt. I hope you can see it. I had to have it when it's got, unique names of Arkansas. Some of these I have used, and some we have, like possum grape. I've had possum grape's one of my registered grand champions, and so some of these names I have used. Some is actually on my list of names to use in the future. And some of these I haven't even heard. Stump Toe, that's a town I haven't heard. And I'm looking forward to using that one sometime real soon. Anyway, today I wanted to go through. We have a bunch of babies that's 4 weeks old. Well, they've been 4 weeks for a day or two. And so I wanted to update you on those babies. So let's Alright, here we go. Our first 4-week-old litter. This is Shawnee. Actually, I think hers is the youngest of them all. I think she was the last one to have. She kindled 4 of her own. And she's got the 2 black, and then she has a broken black here, and then she's got that little Charlie broken black right there. And then you'll see she has these 2 blues. She actually fostered 3 blues from Blue Eye. Blue Eye had a litter of 14, and that's just too much for one mom to reasonably try to raise. And so I took the 3 tiniest little pitiful little beasts you ever seen and fostered them over to Shawnee. I thought they had no chance of surviving, and one of them did die right away, pretty soon. But these other 2 has done pretty well, and they, for the most part, has caught up with these other litters. And look, I gave them a toy. They like to play with these toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls. They like to play with those. They'll chew on them, and they roll them around, and they toss them up and around. We got a little curious fella here. Look at him. He says, "Hello, you smell good." He's sniffing my hand. There you go. So a curious little guy. So anyway, the 4 out of Shawnee. Oh, I took her card in to update it. I can't remember who I bred her to. I'll have to put it down below. I took her paper in and didn't bring it back out. I'll have to do that this evening. So anyway, she's doing real good. She's raising these 6, and she's done real good at it. She saved these 2 blues, the little blue in the corner, and then that little blue right there. Got its ears poking up. Alright, and that brings us to the queen. And the queen is also raising 6. She's got 3 black and 3 broken. And just as with Shawnee, I took her breeding card inside to update it, and so I don't have it with me. I think she might have been bred to Mark. Or not Mark, I'm sorry. Greasy, the broken blue buck. Perhaps. I don't remember. I'll write it down below. I'm going to get it wrong if I try to remember. That's why I write these things down. So anyway, these guys, like I said, are about 4 weeks old, maybe a day or 2 over. They had just surpassed the little cute hamster stage, and now they look like little miniature bunnies, and they're playing with their little paper tube. There's 2 of them, one chewing on each end, and they're sharing nicely. Right, and then here we are. We have Witter, and Witter actually has 8 babies, and she's got 6 black and then the 2 blue. And I really like this one right here. Look at the body type on this guy. I mean, 4 weeks old, and look at just how filled in he is for little bitty tiny tight. So hopefully he or she continues to develop just like that, because that's a beautiful little blue there. And then of course there's another blue. Beautiful, beautiful rabbits. I love the blues. I will be phasing out the blacks, and we'll be going to blue and broken blue only. Gradually. It won't be anytime. It won't be tomorrow. Probably won't even be this year, but definitely phasing them out and moving in that direction. But look at these guys. They're just really growing and turning out so nice. I just love that blue. I just love watching it. I love the power in its hind end. I mean, 4 weeks old, and look at the power in those hindquarters. You know, I really appreciate that. I do. All right, then we have Blue Eye, and Blue Eye is the blue mama doe that had a litter of 14, and out of the 14, 13 of them lived to be 2 weeks old, and so they were doing real well. And then just a few days ago, we lost 2 blue ones out of this cage, and so she's down to only the 5. Of course, they're all 5 blue, and I don't know. I think there was something genetically wrong. Like I mentioned a couple of times, I inadvertently bred her to Y. I thought I was breeding her to Franklin, and then realized I had not. I had bred her to Y, her brother, and so we ended up with the 4 whites. And you know, just right at 3 weeks, right at 21 days, we had 2 of the blue and 1 of the white. They all died the same day. No apparent reason, just day 21, we had 3 of them die. I have no idea why. So I'm assuming it's probably something genetic, because I accidentally bred brother to sister. Now, don't let that discourage you. Line breeding can be a good thing, but you know, it also does show you where your defects are. And I think this is, you know, one of those cases. I bred brother and sister. There's a defect in the bloodline somewhere, and we found it. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to do the testing to find out, but we do know, you know, most likely there was some sort of defect that caused 3 of those to die all on the same day. It wasn't heat related. It was nice and cool that day, so it wasn't heat related. It's certainly a lot hotter today, but anyway, whatever the case, we did lose 2 of the blues, and Cass over here lost 1 of the whites. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the Cass's litter. All right then, and here is Cass's litter. Here's her 2 black, and Mom's playing with the toy. She likes it too. And then she's got these 3 white that came from Blue Eye. There was a 4th white, and the 4th white, if you remember from previous videos, was very tiny from birth. And I kept thinking it wouldn't survive, and it came up 2 weeks, and it was still alive and doing well, but it was still half the size of its siblings. And then right along day 21, right at 3 weeks, we ended up losing that little white one. So it actually lived 3 weeks longer than I ever gave it credit for, but it hung in there, and it fought, but it ended up losing the battle. So I don't know if that had something to do with what I assume is a defect that caused them all to die at day 21. I'm going to have to research that and see if there's something that would cause that unexplained death at day 21. But anyway, right now she's got her 2 and the 3 white, and she's doing real well with them, and having fun with the toilet paper roll. She is. It's starting to cool off for the evening, and they're starting to get a little more active and moving around a little more, and they're really enjoying that. And she really likes the toilet paper roll. All right, and then we have Nellie here, and Nellie has really struggled with this litter. Now these 3 here, the 2, well 4, that little Charlie, the 2 black, and this blue here, they have actually caught up. Now that they're eating grain real good, they have caught up and they're getting big. And you know, they're right about the same size as the other 4-week-olds and doing real good. They're actually starting to thrive now. They're not only just surviving. Look at these guys. They're really starting to thrive. Now, we do have these 2 little ones. There's that broken black right there. And then we have that broken blue right there. They are still a little on the small side and a little thin. I'm still not real confident they're going to survive, but they are certainly looking better than they had been now that they are eating grain. So hopefully, maybe it just took them a couple extra days to figure it out. Maybe they'll catch up. Maybe by the time we get to week 6, we'll be doing real good here, I hope. So anyway, hopefully these 2 will pull through and start growing. I really like that broken blue. I'd like to have that one survive, but we'll just have to wait and see how they go. Look at the fur on this one back here. Even the fur is thin. I don't know if because it's so small and thin that the brothers and sisters are picking on it. I don't think so. It doesn't look injured. It just looks like it has thin fur. And that could be a nutrition thing, just not getting enough to eat for, you know, the first 3.5 weeks. These guys really started blossoming just within this last week. I mean, you looked at them at 2 weeks old, and, well, I think they were actually almost 3 weeks because they was running late. And, you know, they were some sorry kits. They were pretty thin, but now that they're eating grain, they are really thriving. And Mom is definitely struggling with this litter, and she is ready for these guys to go. She's had enough raising babies. She says, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So, okay, that's it for the 4-week-old. We'll come back at you again in 2 more weeks and see how they're doing. And at week 6, down below will be some links. One to my fan page, where you can see my daily post. And I post about the garden and the chickens and other things too. One to my personal Facebook page, and then one to the web page where you can check out my show schedule and show results, show blog. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.